Hi everyone, Sonic here. What if the fastest hedgehog in the world ended up in a survival game?
And so, let's start from the beginning. My name is Sonic. I used to be a hero, fast and unbeatable. Everyone knew me as the fastest hedgehog in the world. But life isn't just about racing. Zipping through danger and saving the day without breaking a sweat. Rings, chaos emeralds, epic battles, those were my life. I had friends by my side. Tails, Knuckles, Amy. Together we faced every challenge that came our way. It wasn't just about speed. Somewhere along the line, things started falling apart. My victories began to feel hollow. The world moved on and so did the people around me. Tails found his own path. Knuckles got caught up in his duty as the Guardian, the Master Emerald. And Amy, well, she grew tired of chasing after someone always running ahead. I kept racing, trying to outrun my problems, but no matter how fast I was, they caught up with me. Then came the bad decisions. I gambled on the wrong opportunities, made promises I couldn't keep. Debt collectors started knocking. I lost my home, my purpose, and eventually even my will to keep running. The once unstoppable Sonic had become a shadow of himself, stuck in a loop of regret and frustration. I was desperate for a way out, for something that could give my life meaning again. One day, I received a strange offer, a game where you could win a fortune, but not for free. The price? Your life. I had nothing left to lose. Speed had always been my trump card, and I thought I could outrun any danger. But here in these sinister games, there's no running away. You either play or walk away empty-handed forever. These people in masks, their cold stares, and that eerie doll-like voice, I don't understand who they are or why they're doing this. But I know one thing, if you want to survive, you need more than speed. You need to be smart. Now I sup player number 456. I sup not just racing for victory. I sup racing for my life.
City lights flash like my wrist. Once and twice you can't resist. Rhythms fast, don't wanna miss. Falling for this lyrical twist.
Hey buddy, let's play a game. You've got 5 seconds. If you manage to like and subscribe, I'll keep moving forward with the challenges. If not, I'm afraid I'll be out of the game. Your support means everything to me, so don't let me down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we'll find out the answer after the first game.
We ride this storm like fine art. Fast lane life's a racing track. No looking back, no holding slack. Was it strong with a sharp attack? In this game there's nothing we lack. Thunder.
I used to compete against robots, monsters, and villains to save the world. Now I'm running to save myself. Will I make it to the finish line in this deadly race, or will I stop forever? Time will tell.
All right, let's take a moment to remember where we left off. I'm Sonic. But in this universe, I'm not the fastest thing alive. My super speed is just a distant memory. Now, I live like an ordinary person going to work, paying bills, trying to get by. But lately, things haven't been so easy. Money's been tight, and one bad decision led me here to this game. They asked us to sign a contract, but none of us knew what was hidden between the lines. We had no idea what we were getting into until it was too late.
Echoes cool through the dark. Sparks ignite a million hearts. Fast paced, a hurricane starts. We ride this storm like fine art. Fast lane life's a racing track. No looking back, no holding slack. Was it strong with a sharp attack? In this game there's nothing we lack. Thunder bass, it beats so deep. Wake the night.
I lived an ordinary life where running was just a way to get to work on time. But here, in this game, even that isn't enough. I look at the people around me. Their faces are filled with fear. Those who didn't cross the finish line in time are gone. And I realize that no speed reel or imagined could have saved me from this nightmare. Then we were allowed to vote to stop the game. One by one, people made their choice, and when it was my turn, my vote was the deciding one. I stopped this terrifying game. Amid the chaos, fear, and cruelty, my voice mattered. They just tossed us out on the road like we were trash. No explanations, no goodbyes. 1 minute you're in the game, and the next you're back in the real world. Then I went to the police station, but no one believed me. They all looked at me like I was crazy, their eyes filled with nothing but doubt. Only the young detective Tails listened to my story carefully without interrupting. His gaze was filled with curiosity and caution, but at least he didn't think I was out of my mind. We returned to our normal lives, if you could even call it that. Some had deaths, others had broken lives. I saw the despair in people's eyes. I wanted to help, but I didn't know how.
You thought I wouldn't notice that you betrayed me? You've been playing your game for too long. Who are these people?
My name is Tails. I'm a detective, and I'm looking for my brother. He went missing. You were there, weren't you? In that game? Tell me.
Maybe you've got me confused with someone else? I don't get involved in things like that. Then the invitation came. Another chance.
What do I need here? Money? Answers?
This race isn't just about speed. Here, you have to think ahead, make the right moves, and stay one step ahead. For the first time in my life, I realized that being fast isn't enough. And the most terrifying part? The ones who fall never get back up.
Think you can escape? I need to find out where they're taking them. Something about this feels off. This isn't just a game anymore. So this is the place, but how do I get inside? What are they planning? Alright, Tails. Let's sneak in closer and take a look. Here are so many of them here. I'm on site. Everything is not as it seems. This is not an ordinary situation. Waiting for instructions. But I need to act if I want to find my brother. There's so much security on this ship.
Catch him.
Think, Tails. What to do next? I think this is a great idea to get to the island. I wonder what's inside. What could they be hiding in there?
Hey, Knuckles, didn't think I'd see you here. What brings you to this place? Though it doesn't matter anymore. There are so few of us left.
Are you sure you don't want to join my team?
Never. And no way will I join the villains.
As you wish.
Knuckles, if we want to survive, we need to assemble a team.
Amy, come over for dinner tonight. We have things to discuss.
I have an idea of how to figure out what the next game is.
We finally got to eat. After everything we had been through, it felt like a real gift. But Knuckles suddenly looked at us and calmly said, "You do realize, in the end, only one will remain." Amy froze, her eyes wide in disbelief. She couldn't believe it. And Knuckles, he said it so calmly, as if he had already come to terms with it. What if he's right? Little did we know, Detective Tails was here too. Later that night, Amy decided to check something, or maybe she was just too curious. Amy asked the guard if she could use the bathroom. At first, he refused, but then something in her eyes seemed to make him change his mind, as if the bathroom had become a priority in our crazy world. I never thought she was that brave. Amy snuck into the ventilation system. She knew it was her only chance. Quietly and without leaving a trace, she crawled through the darkness, hoping she wouldn't be noticed. Then finally, she crawled her way to the kitchen. There was something strange in there. Amy barely managed to get out of the ventilation before the guard returned. Luckily, he didn't suspect anything. If she had stayed there just a minute longer, it could have ended very differently. Knuckles hadn't slept that night either, and when Amy returned, her face was so confused that he immediately knew something was wrong. She tried to hide it, but his eyes always caught everything. Something had happened, and she couldn't keep it from us. In the morning, we heard that stupid signal again, but this time, something was off. Amy looked anxious. She had seen something during the night, but we never figured out what exactly. If only we had known back then. We were about to face a game where every second could be our last. Every move we make, every choice, it will decide if we survive. I didn't know what awaited us next, but one thing was clear: it was too early to relax. Knuckles and I made a deal. I take the umbrella, and he takes the circle. They lined us up, handed us these metal boxes, and ordered us to open them. I had no idea what awaited inside. Cookies? Seriously? I thought they were going to make us run for survival, but then I realized it was even worse. We have to cut out the shape, no cracks, otherwise, it's over. The first one's out. The guards aren't messing around. We need to be careful. Shadow was calm. Too calm, like he had played this before. Faster, faster, just a little more. That's it! Licking means softening, but there's no time. I made it, but damn. I almost died from fear. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell so you're the first to know what happens next.